Hi there. Well, there we are. We've started another one, and actually, that's hopefully it looks like I'm getting a little bit better at sort of introducing all of this. That's quite a start, isn't it? That's sort of quite a rousing introduction to the video, really. And what am I going to go on about today? Really, as it says in the description, this is a follow-on from yesterday's video where we were discussing volumes and various different settings for mastering, sort of mixing and mastering. And what I've done today is I've got two versions of today's piece, and I'm going to play it 3 times. But I want really to see what your perceptions are of the sound and of the volumes, and which you prefer. So it'd be really good to get that. You know, if you're listening, try to listen to all of them and let me know which version, and I'll describe which one's which, and then actually when I repost this, I might, when I do when I do that, I'll put the tags in the video as well. So actually I could ask some questions during the video. That'd be interesting. Okay, so what have I done today is we've called it Returning Hero, and I wanted, because yesterday we were talking about volume, I wanted a nice loud sort of rousing piece. So we went back to the tune that we had a couple of days ago. Let me just go into that, and then you can hear sort of where we've come from, really. So that was how it was posted. What day was that? That was on the 23rd, so about 4 days ago. And that was done on a K-14, and that's the standard for posting to SoundCloud. I think it's similar. They're all much of a muchness. Spotify and iTunes and all of those, they're round about sort of -14 or 14 LUFS, -14 LUFS. That's what I've been aiming for, and a lot of my pieces have been set for that. But one of the things I found last week when I was looking at the videos, and actually if you can see how we're going to do this. Yeah, actually let's move this. Now that I know how I can move it all around, what we'll do is we'll move this up, so you can now see, and that will go behind me, but you can now see that yeah. That's it. I'm looking at different screens. I was confused there. Wow, wait, where am I? Yes, you can see if you look at the waveform on this side, you can see that it's quite big and quite thick. So that means it's much louder. And what I found is that in order for that not to clip, this was when we had all the clipping and we had all of that sort of crackling going on, which is why we're doing this. I had to bring it down, and then if I bring this down again and move this over here, hopefully this is all going to make sense when you're looking at it from where you are. Where should we do? Should we put that there? Okay. You can see that what I've done, in order for that not to clip, I've had to bring this down by 10 dB. There or thereabouts, yeah, 10 dB, and actually that sounds right, because ideally these monitors here should be in the yellow and bouncing around in there. And you'll see that sometimes it goes into the red, but actually on that performance, it was very much mostly in the yellow. Okay, so what have I done? I thought I'd go for a loud performance, and I've done 2 versions of today, and what I've done is I've done one on -20 LUFS, and that's this. And what we'll do is we'll listen to this at the volume at -10 dB, so you can hear what that sounds like. Then we'll move it up so that it's 0, and then we'll listen to the second one, which is the louder version, and see if you can hear any difference. So here we go. This is called Returning Hero. It's the same melody, it's in a different key, but this is -10 dB on here, but it's mastered to -20 LUFS, LUFS. So there you go. That's that. Did you see then that it was sort of bouncing around quite nicely in the yellow, but it was sort of towards the bottom of the yellow. If you look at the file, it's smaller. It's not as big as the one that we've just played, which is that one, which you can see. You can see the difference there. Yeah. So it's a smaller file. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to play that one again, but we're going to bring this up to 0 dB, which should equalize it out. And this is really what I'm wanting you to hear, or to see if you can hear. Okay, so here we go. This is Now, did you see? So that sort of went into the red a little bit, but actually even that was quite nicely in the yellow area. Okay, now this is the real test. So this one has been mastered at -14 LUFS, and in fact it's the same file as the one we've just heard, but what I've done is I've put it in through another piece of software that then brings it up to -14 LUFS. So if you let me know if this is sort of going over your head as well. But so this see what you think of this. So this should actually be the same as that, and let me know what you think. And actually what I've done there, just looking at that, because that was up in the red quite a lot, and I'm sure you'll have heard that that was quite loud, and so that's the loudest it would be. Now what I would normally do, and what we worked out yesterday, was that if I bring that down by 10 dB, we should get it at about the right level. So we'll listen to it once more, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. And then we can see what this sounds like and what it looks like as well. And let me know which one of these you prefer. So that version will be the loudest version, which is why, and it'd be interesting to see if you were hearing any clipping, but it'll also be interesting to me when I look at the recording of this video later. I'll be able to see whether or not it's been clipping there as well. But so this actually brilliant. So we're going to hear it 4 times, and there's 4 different levels, and then we can really get a comparison, and that'll really help with going forward, because it'll mean that I know what I'm aiming for. But actually, what I'm really looking for as well would be your comments as well, and your opinions. You know, which of these versions do you think sounds the best in your circumstance with your setup? You know, you might be listening through headphones, in which case your headphones are probably off now and thinking, wow, that was a bit loud. But anyway, so I brought it down -9 or -10 dB. We're going to listen to that again, and so this should be a little bit more comfortable. So, which of those do you prefer? What we'll do now is a direct comparison between the two. So we'll have the version which is at 20, boosted by 10. This is for completeness. So there's a bit of a scientist in me as well. So here we go. That, and now I think I know which one I prefer. What I'll be really interested in to see if you think the same, if you've got the same conclusion, if you come to the same conclusion as me. So if you do have an opinion, and if you think actually, yep, that's the setting that I really like, I might put something in the comments, so that it's well, so that if you can't remember which one is which, then you can always check up. But it'd be really interesting to get your votes on this one. Anyway, so I think that's today's piece. We've heard it a few times, and let's see where it takes us tomorrow. Now, the problem is that at the weekend we were discussing, we wanted to become epic, and we want, what sort of things would we add? There's one thing that I haven't added yet that could make it even more. Can you spot which one it is? And I think whoever, well, the person who was listening then will definitely know. And yeah, let's see how I add those, and we'll see where it takes us tomorrow. So thanks very much, and we'll see you soon.